you Senna Xenoblade.
Hello, chat. I'm Senna Xenoblade now, apparently.
Yeah, because you said yippee, her iconic catchphrase.
That is her iconic catchphrase, it's true. I think I have that on the soundboard in the server.
You better, that's so good.
One sec.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, with
It's
reverb.
echoed. Holy shit.
Hell yeah. It's a banger. Yippee!
Anyway, hi chat, I have a new microphone.
Yeah, it sounds great, by the way.
I think it's funny how in each stream my audio quality gets progressively better because in the first stream the audio mixing was fucking awful.
Yeah, well, it's to contrast Sylvia, where hers was okay on the first stream, it was bad on the last stream, and then on this stream, whenever she shows up, she also has a new microphone, so...
No, on this stream she just doesn't exist, apparently.
Yeah, right now she just doesn't exist, so right now it's a direct contrast.
Gumshoe will temporarily be British.
That's fine. You should try to go a little Columbo with it.
My Gumshoe voice.
temporarily
I have a good
replaced by
Gumshoe
Columbo.
voice, I think.
Okay.
I just don't think it's very Columbo.
Well, I was gonna say you can go to Winternet for Columbo Gumshoe, but that kind of faded out after one episode.
You tried.
Eh. Greetings, I require attention. Okay, I have attended to you. We're gonna play the game now.
I love games.
I'm okay with games. Sometimes games scare me a little.
Not a game, but I just watched the episode of Love Live that had snow halation. I feel like I've ascended to a higher plane now that I finally understand it.
Well, speaking of a
After
higher plane,
so
we're
long.
now in the cargo hold of this plane.
No, but the plane's docked. We're not in a higher plane anymore.
Do you want to bet?
Miles Edgeworth?
I will lift
did you
this
get here?
plane.
Oh, we're old sprites now.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh?
Detective, can you please silence your phone?
Huh?
Oh, that was me. Oh,
Why are
bye.
we old sprites
Bye.
now? It's so big!
Heard that one before. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating.
So this is the real scene of the murder?
There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's get investigating, sir. I'm finally allowed to be a real character in this case.
Not if I can help it.
Sir, no! I've spent too long in the Shadow Realm! I'm finally alive again! Don't do this to me! So that flight attendant, Rhoda Teniro, she's the killer, isn't she?
I don't think we can say for sure yet. But there certainly are a great number of things pointing us in that direction.
You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase?
Yes, however, in regard to the key card being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence that she's lying about that. Anyway, detective, get ready.
Oh, god damn it, not again!
What?
Alright.
Oh.
You're not
Aiden.
gonna ask me the other... You're not gonna...
Aiden, are you like actually engaged in this stream? Because if so, that's gonna be really funny because you just weren't for the first two. You're gonna have to get used to a lot of bits here.
I get distracted really easily. Let's
That's
just say that.
awesome.
I
Well,
also don't. I can't be here for very long, anyways.
that's fine.
I actually have to go in like 10 minutes.
Okay. The main thing you need to know
Whoa.
is Edgeworth is an eldritch shadow god, and Gumshoe is thrall to Edgeworth, basically.
Oh, I already knew that.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I've
that's
played
all
the
you need
games.
to know. Oh, yeah. No, you
I
haven't.
actually didn't know that.
All sorts of boxes are piled up here. That's definitely what I was trying to examine here.
That one says flammable, and this one says pharmaceuticals.
Detective, this one says for exorcism use only. Are you planning something?
I can't read.
Just what kind of operation is this airline running? They're trying to get rid of me.
Why would anyone want to try to get rid of you, sir?
You are going a little Columbo with it, which I do appreciate. There's like
I'm
a
not
little
even
Columbo
trying.
in there. Yeah, there's just a
At
little
first, I'm
Columbo
not
in
trying
there.
to do Sonic, and now...
Yeah. Now you're not trying to do Columbo.
God, my Lang voice is very similar to my Portsman voice, by the way, so Lang is also gonna end up being unintentionally Sonic.
I think that's awesome.
Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal?
Yes, that's definitely what I was trying to examine.
I'm voicing like everyone in
Yeah.
this room except Edgeworth, so you might as well voice this guy.
It's what the victim checked in, sir.
Big the cat?
Foggy was in there.
So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took, excuse me, this suitcase belonged to Byakuya Togami. I don't think he'd mind if we take a closer look.
There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir.
Wait, a file?
And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
It looks like a profile on Franziska.
Finally, they got her.
Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her?
Like I said, they got her.
Or Byakuya. What do you mean they got her, detective?
She was arrested.
No, that's in the 5th case.
Is it? Is it?
Briefly.
I thought I'm the one who knows stuff about this game.
I hate this game.
I love this game. We need to establish this every stream.
True. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew.
This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir.
By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no
Please,
matter
it's
how he
all-
pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
Please, it's all I have.
Are you implying that you do not have me, Detective Gumshoe?
I got paid more than a pittance. I could go back at any time.
You can't go back at any time.
I can't go back at any time.
Logic! Oh my
Holy
god.
suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair.
Did you just reference fucking Batman? These
I
must
don't
be
know,
all
did I?
the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over.
This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy.
Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness.
With what money? You think so? Maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200! I think I'll pass.
Ha ha ha! I win again! And Mr. Nero wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Several hundred jobs if you were Detective Gumshoe. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? Oh, it's Gumshoe's foot. Awesome! It's a bunch of glass fragments. How's your foot doing, detective?
I don't have one anymore.
I was like, I have glass bones and paper skin. That motherfucker from SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know exactly which motherfucker you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we have? It's been 2 weeks since we played, so I just kind of need to, like, catch up before talking to Franziska Von Karma. There's Byakuya.
Oh god, how could I forget about Zinc LeBlanc, the best character in Ace Attorney?
I'm pretty sure he's still in this case, by the way.
Oh no.
Daughter of my men. Her profile in this game actually looks really good. Which is weird because most of the profiles in the actual DS version of the game look awful. They look
Sylvia's
worse than
in
the
the chat.
series.
Sylvia, what are you doing? Come in the call.
Well, she might not be able to right now. It's fine.
Maybe not.
Homicide detective at the local This is the same. He's not in charge of the initial Yes, he is. This is the initial investigation. I'm just confused because the initial investigation was technically Edgeworth.
This is the initial investigation, and then Investigations 2, the sequel, is the next investigation.
Yeah, it's the succeeding investigation. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder.
And your host, me, I was here the whole time. This is Lawyer Changes, the only game show where the lawyer changes every show.
This is Law Changer.
I said lawyer. Law would have worked so much better.
Yeah.
The only game show where the law changes every show.
Yeah.
Ooh. I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much
too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. You know, like from Pokemon Platinum, Ziloka, you know him?
Oh, yes, I'm very familiar with him. His Krogunk is one of the shadow creatures. Interpol is involved.
It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have.
His Krogunk became a shadow creature after it died, specifically. Okay. It's probably Logic now.
Yeah, you have logic.
Logic! Oh yeah, we can connect both of these, I think. Now, why would Mr. Byakuya Togami have documents profiling Franziska? That's your job to profile people, detective. You're a cop.
What if he's a cop too? Maybe he deserved to die.
Or maybe he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma.
Don't take the words right out of my mouth, sir. You know I hate it when I do that. When you do that.
When I do that, that's a leftover effect of me having taken over.
You've confused me.
Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and we followed her here.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in fact, Interpol agent Togami. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. You have some explaining to do! I went to go vote and I saw Bowser ass! I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses.
Exactly what I was thinking.
What?
I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected.
But what if they don't, Mr. Edgeworth?
Say what I need you to say, Detective Gumshoe, or experience the pain.
Okay, sir. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Get that smirk off your face. I'm not having it today.
I won't break your script again, sir. Everything will go exactly as you have conducted it.
Isn't that exactly what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. I forgot how fucking goofy his running animation is.
I love this game so much.
I don't. Say what I need you. Say what I need you to, or experience the edge, or even perhaps the worth. It's true. Can you say logic like the Sonic Colors announcer? Logic!
Isn't that what you've been doing the whole time?
No, I've been going a little, like, Edgeworthy with it still.
Edgeworthy, I love that adjective.
I think she means like good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing!
Yeah.
Like sort of just overly enthusiastic. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you?
Motherfucker, didn't I tell you it was top secret? What are you talking about?
We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Togami, but rather Interpol Agent Togami. Isn't that correct?
That's Future Foundation for you. To you. Fuck. I should have known you figured it out, Miles. I was under orders from Makoto Naegi.
I hate that lines up.
But it looks like they got to him first.
So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then?
Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. It's top secret, so like, if you tell anyone that I told you this, it's like on my head, so please keep it quiet.
Hey, detective!
I will kill you and then kill you again.
Hey, detective, have you heard of this Future Foundation thing?
No, tell me all about it in excruciating detail.
Well, it was a big foundation. Bye!
I missed the line.
Oh, sorry, I did.
He
Okay.
went undercover to investigate this crime, and it was I who put him on this case. Yeah, I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead.
I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir?
Conducting a secret investigation, detective.
But there's nothing but luggage! Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow!
Now that's more like
Agent-
it. Whip him, not me.
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I am sure.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation?
No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed.
I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own.
Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew, and entered the cargo hold with the person who let him in.
Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then...
The killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases, and...
I love that the suitcase is pixel art, but all the other ones still aren't. They entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up... The plane hit that patch of turbulence. Sorry,
Are
a
you
shadow...
waiting for me to say something?
No, a shadow creature stole my attention for a moment.
Of course, should have known.
Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Investigation complete!
I hate those fucking letters. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
Bitch!
Look at me wagging my finger like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm crossing my arms like Shadow the Hedgehog. We're a perfect
Which-
pair, you and I.
Yes. When is Francisca X Miles Generations coming out?
God, if only.
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda De Niro.
German voice. Ha ha ha! Ein!
Ein!
Thank you. Definitive evidence.
Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Evidence coming out March 2025.
God, I wish.
If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is that the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here is the only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda De Niro. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you?
I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Wow, Edgeworth, you really had a lot to say about that, huh?
You have such a way with words, my brother.
Do we have the card key in evidence?
Wait, check Miss Neal's testimony?
Oh, yeah. He was in a seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Okay, that's... I thought it was something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold it!
Just in case we need it.
Why would such important things like the keycard be entrusted to only one person?
According to Camille, Rhoda De Niro is in charge of most of the important stuff.
Then what exactly is Miss Meal in charge of?
Chatting it up with that foolish captain, apparently. She was being so foolishly foolish that I didn't want to ask her what her other duties were.
God! You bitch! I understand how you feel, but whipping me just now was uncalled for. It's also never called for, but you're being written by the wrong person.
I'm having a stressful day, Miles Edgeworth. My colleague was killed. Chill.
Chill? Chill the
In the
fuck
end.
out, Miles.
In the end, the only one who could have let Agent Hicks into the hold was Rhoda De Niro.
There's not a single flaw in Francisca's reasoning. However, there must be something I can work with that I can draw out of her. Okay, so I need to press.
Hold it!
That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Meal or even the captain.
Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there. Apparently, I've never heard of autopilots.
I'm here now.
True.
Oh, gamers, it's time for me to go. See you
Waiting
later.
Aiden for Sylvia, I guess.
Bye.
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 Bye, Aiden.
Bye.
I
Oh, I got
can't.
jump scared.
Yeah. I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Or a guiding tendril
Never.
on occasion.
I've never been able to guide my own fate.
Well, Scruffy, you suddenly sound less British. Congratulations.
I escaped. I,
No, just leave it at that. Leave it at I escaped. That's so funny. I
anyway,
escaped. I got
that
out.
Sounds alright.
Oh, it sounds great.
I
It
got
sounds
out. You don't gotta. Don't worry about it.
good. Very well. Then what about the other flight attendant, Miss Meal?
I thought you might ask about her.
One sec, I need to deactivate the universe.
Not
Okay.
Hello, we're back.
Indeed,
I
we
hold my
are.
breath this time. I'm alright.
Good for you, detective.
Hold it!
But it's highly
good day,
likely that the
Mr.
key card
Skipper.
was stolen from Miss Taniro.
Objection!
I love her rejection.
It's highly likely. Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Not that you'd want to.
Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence,
Be quiet. You're a disgrace. If it was my father, he'd just make some evidence up.
True.
Yeah.
There's more evidence pointing to Mrs. Rosa Tenero, you know.
Okay, it's so funny to imagine, like, Edgeworth having moments similar to, like, Phoenix has, where he's like, what would Mia do? He's just like, what would Von Karma do? Aha! Make it all up!
Shit up.
I mean, in the second game, he has those moments, but it's with his father.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny because his dad died when he was, like, 9. Like, he doesn't remember his dad in court.
Yes, he does. He's a creature.
Well,
He has
our
perfect memory.
Edgeworth does. In-universe, Edgeworth does not.
That's fair. This is out of universe Edgeworth.
Yeah, true.
This is device theory trapped between like
Real.
fiction and reality Edgeworth.
Real. It's not just the key cards that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Hugo piggy bank, or the Captain
I
Gerald
thought
piggy
his name
bank?
was Gerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I
Sonic X Shadow Generations on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Out now.
That's
I do
true.
have
That
it open
is
right
peak.
now. I do
However,
actually have it open right now.
my brain
I
is
haven't
just
finished
stuck
it yet.
between multiple realities. I'm sorry.
No. Yes, she is also the only person with the key to open that display case. Oh, that was added to the testimony. That's definitely it.
Yeah. It was taken out after the turbulence. Well,
Those smashed glass, though.
do we have that though?
Maybe just present the thing.
I'll try it. No. This piece of
You
evidence
fucking
perfectly
moron.
exposes the flaw in your logic.
You moron, you absolute fucking buffoon, fucking imbecile.
Detective?
Oh, I bet it's this part, right? This conflicts with something, right, sir? Please. I'm frightened.
I have no idea what you're talking
scared.
about, do you?
I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for
I
a
don't
while.
know anything anymore.
True. Detective Gumshoe, don't speak up!
I was just trying to follow your lead, sir. You know,
Exactly.
like I always have to.
That you would allow your thrall to take over. You're a disgrace.
Ow! I guess that wasn't it! Okay.
And then it'll...
Your whip may be
You like
painful,
hay.
but your leash is worse.
But that is a fake.
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth.
What?
Shut the fuck up. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go?
It's the shadow creature he posed next to in that photo.
Speak
That's why
as
it's
I
in the
see.
thumbnail, it's important.
That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should we examine further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? The body? Probably the piggy bank because we have it, and it's playing this
Honestly,
music.
It's the crime scene.
Well, I'm thinking, like, this music plays when they force you to, like, look at stuff. Like this.
But I don't see anything to look at.
Yeah. I'll say crime scene. I think we should examine the crime scene in more detail. We might turn up the murder weapon if we search all of the cargo and luggage.
Why would you select this thing that I suggested? You're a fucking moron. Yeah, we haven't found anything that's even closely resembles a murder weapon. I mean, I know where this is going, so I feel like having knowledge of where it's going makes you think 2 steps ahead sometimes, and that's not what Ace Attorney wants you to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going
I
on.
suppose we should examine something else.
I think it's Piggy Bank.
We should examine the bank itself once more to determine if it is the real murder weapon. If this is the real weapon, it should be damaged or perhaps have a dent on it somewhere.
Edgeworth, you're a fucking moron. We've looked into that already, and there is no sign of anything on it. But we can't discount it as a murder weapon on that one fact alone. The piggy bank is, after all, made of a stronger material than human flesh.
Oh, I know
Maybe you
that.
should try it
I
on
know that
you,
for a
then.
fact. I don't
Yes,
have
maybe we
human
should-
flesh, Franziska.
Yes, maybe we should try it on you.
I assure you, my skin is made of a much stronger material than that piggy bank. Sorry.
If you tested Edgeworth's skin on most scale, it'd break it. It goes beyond.
Edgeworth weighs
He is in fact a
several
mineral.
tons, but he looks like a fucking twig. If I can't prove it through the
Deceptive
piggy
twig.
bank itself, then I must find another way. What should we examine further to help us ask the fucking body, I guess? Franziska, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh, was I?
Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent
Sorry, you
Hicks's
took 5
head
minutes
is
to say this.
consistent with the murder weapon?
I hate you. Scruffy!
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical
Is that what
examiner's
she
office
fucking
at
calls him?
once.
Yes, it is.
She got the nickname from Pearl Faye, by the way.
True.
Oh, maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember.
I think it was Pearl first. She calls him that scruffy detective.
I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy.
I think Pearl specifically calls him the scruffy detective with the little beard.
Aww. I whipped him so hard his voice is gone.
1 sec, I'll use mine. Eek! Yes, sir!
Okay. Shit. I disconnected for a second.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Edgeworth used Gumshoe's voice.
Alright. They tried to take me back, but I've escaped again. We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Back from the Shadow Realm.
Alright.
What is it, detective?
Still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure.
Report now.
I am. I was going to, asshole. Doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating on his shoulder down to his mid-back.
From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area.
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It's in just ahead. The killer went all out and hit multiple times, sir.
Awesome.
Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
I didn't fucking like him. Well, that's, I forgot what the word grudge means.
Was the wound
I've
on the
had my
victim's
knowledge
head
sapped.
consistent with the murder weapon, detective?
Oh, well, they said they were looking into that, sir. Maybe the killer just had really big fists.
You're completely useless.
Yow! I thought I heard the spirit of Manfred von Karma.
His echo haunts the narrative.
I'm always watching over you, Edgeworth.
Sir, I told you already. You can't go down there.
Holy shit, is that Big the Cat?
God damn it, I know who this fucking question marks is. Ugh.
Who is it? Oh god.
No, remove yourself from my way!
What is all that racket?
He was summoned.
My luggage, my cargo, they're mine! And I demand you turn them to me!
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience.
I suppose there is no choice.
I must deactivate the world now! How the fuck did he do that?
Oh,
Finally, I have awakened
fuck?
to my final form!
oh god.
Pinnacle of human evolution.
He
Finally,
is Gaster.
I think he gave. Hey, what are you?
You have left me no choice but to use strong force! Ah!
You won't get past me.
This is... He's going to die! Chaos Control!
Control.
This is... Wait, that's it! So that's what this whole thing has been about! The victim used Chaos Control!
Further, there's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murder's bank. You're only getting this to logic now because you're a fucking dumbass.
True.
You needed chaos control to learn it. After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed.
Doc said that it's one giant bruising me from beating his shoulder down to his mid-back. Is this guy gonna die?
Oh, thank God he landed on his neck and then, like, teleported onto his ass.
Because I have ascended to a being beyond humanity. Surely you understand, Miles Edgeworth.
So by the end of this case, Edgeworth needs to assert his dominance by sending him to the Shadow Realm. LeBlanc will become a shadow creature.
LeBlanc will become shadow. How does one become... We need to establish how... The various ways one could become a shadow creature. You said Looker's fucking...
Krogunk is a shadow
I
creature.
forgot.
It's
Yeah, after it died. This is him becoming a shadow. I guess just Miles killing him.
well, Miles gets to decide who becomes a shadow creature.
He decided that the Krogunk was either worthy or sinned.
When he first met Detective Gumshoe, he first thought he would be a gray shadow creature, but then he actually spoke to Detective Gumshoe. So he decided Gumshoe would just be a better thrall.
Interesting.
I mean, we can prove it. This isn't the cause of death. The cause of death.
I'm wondering what
the real
what
murder
caused,
weapon.
What caused Rhoda to become unshadow creature?
She just it's like going to college. Like the shadow.
Going to...
Yeah.
I was planning to have the bit end in her asking to become a shadow creature again. So does that make her a college dropout?
Yes, it does.
Allegedly,
Alright,
the
cool.
killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise
Further
from his
evidence
shoulder
was
to
the
the middle of his
massive-
back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger.
It was the Master Emerald.
Sylvia, I think you actually said the correct answer earlier.
No,
What do you mean I said the correct answer earlier?
no,
Did I
it's...
say anything?
You'll see. It's not.
Is it the Master Emerald?
These two probably.
I don't...
If we're looking for a rather large
Killer.
weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
Big fist? What's all that?
Yes,
That's what I said earlier. I did say that earlier.
you did.
said that and Master Emerald art.
Yeah, that's what
Unless
I was talking
forgot
about.
something that I said even before.
I was talking about the big fist. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Cool. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here?
Franziska!
What? What do you want?
I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon during Chaos Control.
You can use Chaos Control now?
Look, I don't
Establish
even
the
need a
shadow
Chaos Emerald for it. I'm like Black Doom.
I mean, Shadow doesn't need it either. Like, since like I think since Force isn't further in Shadow generations, he can just sort of do it if he beats the shit out of enough people.
Well, in Shadow
really
Generations,
chaos
Generations, he does have an emerald.
Oh right, he does. Fuck, I forgot. I forgot the fucking intros in that game. He has an emerald and the.
And Sonic Forces isn't
Anyway.
canon. That game's not real.
There are no Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Forces. He could have had one for all we know.
Well, there are, but Sonic
is true,
has
he
all of
could.
them if you have the DLC.
DLC's not real.
That is true, but episode Shadow does take place before the main game.
Real.
Who knows? Maybe he just like had them collected in stock, just in case.
Then what the
Maybe
fuck?
Sonic
How
Forces
did he?
is
Why did he
stupid.
let Eggman take over the world then?
He felt like it.
Maybe Shadow's a shadow
He
creature.
got-
It's in the
He
name.
got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Shadow
This
is a
is
shadow
Edgeworth's
creature.
doing. He would-
That's actually why
No.
Edgeworth can use Chaos
what I was-
Control. It's because Shadow's a shadow creature.
I was just. That was not where I was going with that bit, but sure. I was gonna say-
Edgeworth has the powers of any who become shadow creatures.
Interesting.
What were you gonna say, Sylvia? Sorry.
I was gonna say that Edgeworth made like a fucking Faustian deal with Eggman to just take Shadow to the Shadow Realm for a second and to let him take over, and he took the emeralds with him.
No. Edgeworth actually killed Eggman. This is long after the Sonic timeline.
Holy shit. This is the final installment in the Sonic franchise. This is
Yeah, Edgeworth
Sonic
Investigation.
Adventure 3.
Sonic Adventure 3 is actually Miles Edgeworth Investigations.
Sonic Adventure 3, otherwise known as Frontiers 2, otherwise known as Forces 2, otherwise known as Advance 4.
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
It might be Earth. We should go check out on it, sirs.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
We're both like that.
This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Okay, but I'm justified. I'm a lesbian. Anyway,
true.
if
Real.
you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
Sorry, I think that one was LeBlanc.
Don't go
How is he
pinning your
doing
shit
that?
on him.
Well, you two aren't listening at all, are you?
Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you can speak of.
I like
This is the
choice.
real murder weapon.
You have
I like the
selected the
choice to
wrong
have them
prompt.
just-
Yeah, but I know it's this.
No, it's not.
The real murder weapon is this suitcase.
You have Oh, Robin. You say it with such complete confidence. I suppose you must have some evidence.
Who is Robin?
Big.
Of course, Agent Hicks was placed into this suitcase alive. And it was while he was in here that he was beaten in the head and BANG!
I'm surprised there was unique dialogue for
Yeah,
that.
I am too.
I wonder if it'd be what. I wonder if you would die if I whipped you from head to toe right now.
What are you thinking, woman? Of course I would! Oh, I guess I believe women exist now. I'm still not convinced on non-binary folk and men, though.
Yeah.
I need to think about the circumstances of the victim's death in a different way. There's a wide bruise running from the victim's shoulder down to his mid-back. Maybe I should be focusing on what could cause such a large bruise in one strike. Yeah, he fell. I don't have evidence.
He fell really hard.
I don't
It's
have
all
any
really
evidence
hard
to show
pile
you.
of nails and bricks.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me? What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as, that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal.
Did you fucking...
Holy shit.
Did your fucking shadow creatures kill him?
I can't say for sure yet. The investigation's still ongoing. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death.
Wasn't he next to one in that photo?
The victim fell from a great
Or at the
height
very
and
least.
subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is being pushed by a shadow creature.
He was
Pushed to his death?
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. There's not a single other plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. Don't know what is going on with his legs being completely unharmed. That's a little weird.
I guess he fell on his back.
Well, yeah, but then his legs would still hit the ground.
But the murder happens inside this plane.
I know.
the back of his
Bitch.
most attention to the body.
Are you claiming that there's some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold.
Then we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. Because the guy fucking fell, and I tried to point it out to you earlier, but you didn't say shit. You told me you weren't dead, pal. Fell on his neck.
Quiet!
Blind.
Why are you screaming?
He's alive.
That's impressive. He landed on his neck.
There you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that.
If he fell head first, all the blunt force from the fall would only concentrate on that area. Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying, like, there's no way the bruising goes from his head to his back and there's, like, no sign on his legs. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then?
It would have been a Virginian pancake for sure, sir.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. Thank God. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there!
As if there could have been a window of time when that giant block was not there.
Ah, but there was!
What?
What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always where it is now? The schedule. Take that! Doesn't this show sufficient That was not the right thing. God damn it,
Why are
what
you
the
asking
fuck?
me?
Hold on. Is it not this?
Oh,
no! It's the fucking refueling
Yeah, that one.
Jengbot. It's a separate fucking thing, even though it's a different page and the same thing! I hate this game!
I think you're just...
Also not-
I think you should have just looked at all of the evidence
Look,
first.
I should've, but this game does this more than once in stupider ways, so I do not
Why are they
care.
not right next to each other? They should be right next to each other.
Well,
if their
no,
pages
the-
do the same
that
thing. I
part-
guess the order. I
It's
don't
in
know.
the order you receive it. Like, I get that.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah,
like...
but
I cannot stand how often this game just has, like, multiple things that are the exact same thing. These are the same! Like, what the fuck? I'm, like, looking at a glance, I'm not gonna assume, oh, well, I should know this is not the right thing because it's not open. It's fine.
It's my fault, I'm just like... Ugh.
I think there's some possibility of that.
I think you need to, like, stop being a bitch.
I guess I need to stop being a bitch. Because this is a few days before I discovered that that's the natural order of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we can't do that bit yet. It hasn't happened yet, canonically.
Don't act as though you have nothing to do with this. Now answer the question.
I suppose she's right. I had to explode my own health bar. But first I should reconsider all of the information I have. Okay. Whatever.
Take that!
Take that!
A different page of the same book?
Exactly! That's what I'm saying!
Why didn't you turn to that page from the start, you fucking moron?
Look. I'm going to destroy the universe. Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question.
It's labeled Zhengfa Express.
Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa. Uh-oh.
My phone dropped, sorry.
Stop dropping shit. Now.
I'm trying to distract you because I don't like you very much.
Oh, it's working. I'm feeling so distracted right now.
So distracted I started doing Act 2 of Sunset Heights and Shadow Generation.
That's fucking awesome.
That is awesome. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe to Zhengfa leg of the flight.
Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
But your theory is still very far-fetched.
Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. I love Farfetch'd. It's my favorite Pokemon.
I prefer Surfetched.
That's just a bad opinion. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. So Edworth likes Farfetch'd and hates Surfetch'd. Okay, good. Begin investigation! Anyway. Oh, detective, you know what time it is.
What's about to happen?
You know what time it is.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Douglas. How are you doing?
Play.
That's Douglas's voice?
Yeah.
Douglas, I don't remember you sounding like that.
Shit happens.
No, actually looking at his arms, I can kind of see it. Hi,
Wait,
I'm
what
Douglas.
Why?
I kind of see it. I get it. I see the vision.
I just did that. I didn't have anything in mind.
No, that's funny. This is a rather large piece of cargo.
There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see, Ellie Fred statue. Never heard of it.
Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime.
Let's get investigating, sir.
Wait, hold on. I actually have something for this.
Oh?
Oh god. Oh lord. Are you gonna play his music? Yeah, there it is. Why is it so to a fucking...
That's Gaster beatboxing from the Molly Stars server.
No, that goes so hard. I love that.
I didn't know Molly had a server.
Hop on, it's peak sometimes.
Sometimes.
Look here!
The only-
Do not go about touching my possessions out of my person!
I was gonna say the only fucking Undertale Deltarune YouTuber server I joined was the Andrew Cunningham one briefly, just because the creator of a fucking wild fan game showed up for an interview. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
I see.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Don't rush me on. Don't rush me on. Don't rush up on me
So,
like
this
that, pal.
belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him.
Ah, shit.
Fucking character so much. Why did I decide to voice him?
I can take over for him if you want.
No. I need to commit.
Okay. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Of course it is mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Aleph Red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more.
Okay.
Sense.
Is that true, Douglas?
I don't know money.
No Nostalgia Critic November. Call that Douglas. Mr. LeBlanc's reasoning for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold.
10 million cents.
I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Fucking cheap
Hold on.
bitch.
Hold on.
Only
What
be
are
a cheap bitch, you asshole.
Are you actually calculating it?
Are you calculating?
I'm trying to.
Do not.
Okay,
Do not
we can
calculate.
figure this out, though.
detective. That is my
Just
job.
like- Just like convert 10 million cents to dollars and then assume that like one pack of noodle is $1.
I mean, 10 million cents is a lot of dollars. I don't know how many, though. That's like too much mental math all at once.
$100,000, so that's 100,000 packs of noodles, unless I miscounted how many zeros I put in 10 million.
That's so real. Thank you for doing this.
Alright, how did you do that?
You know how.
Why? I feel like I'm getting better at seeing right through me. Or I feel like you get better and better at seeing right through me every year. Maybe that's why you had the glass heart and stuff. Thank God it's
Though I
iron now.
grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. I actually have a gift for that. One sec. I have a gift for that. Hold on. I need to put this on stream. Oh. Sprites. Where's Gumshoe? So all the mini sprites for Gumshoe that I downloaded off of Court Records start with the file prefix Lil Dick, which
That I saw when I did
some,
this right.
sometimes is very interesting because you get things like Lil Dick Scratch.
Yeah, I saw. I saw when I.
It's very
when I was
fun.
doing the one sprite out. Anyway, I got a C on that. I'm gonna redo it.
What's the spinning
Yes,
one
I'm still
called?
playing
I
Shadow
don't remember.
Generations in the background.
Scruffy, stop playing Shadow the Hedgehog for 1 minute.
Put down your Nintendo Switch, Detective.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. So that 10 million cents, is that in euros or dollars?
Oh, you know.
Is cents even,
Oh, I
like,
don't. What
do
the
they
fuck is
use
Europe?
cents? in
I don't-
Europe? Hold on.
I
I
don't
need to
know.
confirm this.
Oh, right, you don't know because you fucking left the EU, and you didn't even have euros before, I think.
I need to confirm with my girlfriend she is in a country that uses euros.
This is
The
so
lesbian buff is real.
That, yeah, true. Where is Lil Dick Spin? Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Apparently, yes, euros is made up of cents.
I heard.
Thank
in
you,
chat.
Detective Gumshoe, for being right about something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gumshoe Spin is on stream now. So this is what Gumshoe does every year.
Yeah.
My favorite one of these is Emma. Emma Sky Spinning.
I like Edgeworth Spin, but I mean all of them are great.
Yeah.
He's in the microwave.
Yeah. I'm like Mercury. My days are longer than my years.
True. Oh my god, that's so real. Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching!
Okay.
You got logic.
Logic!
For that. Make good use of it.
Smuggling value, please smart. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say that is a fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare! I have certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document? I need this to clarify this, apparently.
Yeah.
Even though that's
Is
exactly
it-
what you just said.
Is it this thing
It's a
you
special-
literally just
it's
said?
It's a special type of cargo certification document that certifies your cargo and is a document.
Yes. And it allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck into my hand.
It's pot of greed?
Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say? You'd think I would, like, be able to read every language, considering I'm working with Interpol.
Yeah, it's also, like, kind of clearly in Japanese. It's like the same 3 characters over and over again, and it's incredibly
Probably
low
translate
resolution, but
Could probably translate it.
if you had a higher resolution image, yeah.
It says plain as day. The cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
You have not missed any nooks and crannies, Spud.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate.
No, that's...
Which means that there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there.
I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory
stupid.
until I see the statue for myself.
What do you mean you disagree? Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right.
You're going very Dean Bristol. Like, it's kind of awesome.
It's because I'm trying not to be loud because there are children outside my window.
That's awesome. Dean Bristol was very good at not being loud. The music talked over him a lot.
What happened? What the fuck did I miss? I got fucking disconnected for a moment.
LeBlanc
Apparently I
just
sound
sounded
about
like
like
Dean
Dean
Bristol.
Dr. Eggman from Sonic Adventure, and
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes, and Sonic Advance 3.
I know because you just told me, fox boy!
Anyway, I am
This.
Douglas. but
I know
not-
I've seen
I'm
this
the
somewhere
fake
before.
Douglas.
Is this Douglas?
No, it's not.
Gives off such a feeling of shadow creature, I can practically smell it. At the very least, a fake one. Like the
This-
fake Chaos Emerald in Sonic
This
Adventure 2.
statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
I believe a closer look is warranted here. So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail.
Say the
I won't
line.
rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. It may have been optional this time, but I'm not skipping it. It's the eyes, right?
The fuck?
Douglas does not have yellow eyes. The mysterious Alpha Rad statue.
True.
These-
The eyes are yellow because it's from the Alpharad Gold era.
True. These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Orange?
Apparently. There's some orange in there.
I guess.
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I look up.
We lost him. Gumshoe is dead. He started... True. He started reminiscing about grade school and then, like, he just faded. He's...
They remind me of the sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. Please.
I don't think you've ever been to grade school, detective. I don't think you see what I'm talking about.
So it was erased from history. It was undone. Well, I do, but I really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. I have the memories.
Every
I feel
single
them fading.
person is my enemy!
What? Okay, sure.
Ah, the memories!
What is that?
Cool.
It's the fucking Imagine Dragons song that's the intro to the fucking League of Legends show, and Jerma sang it at one point, and he got the words so wrong.
I see.
It's supposed to be like, oh, the misery, something,
Everybody
The
wants
word-
to be my enemy, I think.
yeah, everybody wants to be my enemy, but he said, oh, the misery, every single person is my enemy.
You know, in the background, I'm like losing my shit at what just happened. I was gonna put the Shadow Generations down, but also, what the fuck? Anyway, I remember standing out in that field spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. Send the put the spinning
yeah,
back on screen if it's
image
gone.
on screen, by the way. Just so chat has a visual representation of what that looked like for Gumshoe.
Yeah, this is who. I almost said this is who I am.
This-
is who I am.
This is who I am, pal! I'm Shadow the Hedgehog! I'm Detective Gumshoe, the ultimate life form.
I'm Detective Gumshoe, the ultimate. What is the fucking term you used, Chet?
With the power of these emeralds, I'm going to take over the world and rule over these humans. This is who I am! Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
I don't actually remember
Anyway,
exactly
let's-
what Shadow says at any point, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care about sunsets! I can't even see those! Focus, detective!
Can't?
What color are the eyes in this photo?
What? Red. Ah. Sure, they're red.
As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc,
What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man?
I just said to your statue, I found you, Faker, and it said to me, Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here! What the fuck
You're a
does it
hedgehog?
mean? I'm not a hedgehog!
I think
That's
you're
not what I
communicating
fucking
with the
sound like.
shadow creatures wrong.
You have no idea how to communicate with the shadow creatures.
Don't you understand? I've ascended. I allow you 2 seconds to answer.
The Elifred, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story.
Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but
What is that? Sympathy? For what? What the hell is sympathy?
you'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
The large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us! I know my eyes aren't as pretty because they're completely black! I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now then. Ooh. It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe.
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. A very bad one. Like, how the fuck do you mess up that detail? He's a shadow creature, of course his eyes are red. How do you get orange and say, yep, good enough?
I ran out of red paint. Fake!
I believe that even further examination of every suspicious-looking nook and cranny will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake. There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa, and I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. It's this, right? Because it's on top of the Zhengfa thing. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Is it?
Probably the
Oh,
wait, the certificate. No, wait. Let me check the certificate for a second.
I mean, there's like
Could be
4
either one
things
of
it feels like it could be.
Try the cargo first.
Urethra!
I was right for once.
There is clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of cargo cover getting stuck onto another piece of cargo. That's not possible!
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa.
But then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. He could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Investigation complete! Wow, I feel so much better now.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh?
Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe to Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. But hey, that's just a theory. A crime theory!
Officer, arrest this man, Miles Edgeworth. I don't like him. Mods kills this man.
Mods kill? Yeah.
Fucking shit.
Mods, remove
Move
this man from our holy server.
Mods moves this statue immediately.
True.
I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath now.
Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
I didn't find Froggy, but after moving Douglas statue, the Alpharad statue out of the way,
Fucking
we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
I see. There was a reaction to luminol, and indications that there was blood at that spot. We need to tell you this because we haven't used the luminol mechanic yet.
True.
Hey, can we stop looking at it now, sirs?
Just take off the fucking glasses, Gumshoe. It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
Yeah, I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood? Oh, now it's the suitcase, or this cloth, I guess.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had the need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa?
There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes highly suspect. Miss Meal's testimony, I think, because she's the killer.
Spoilers.
Yeah, sorry. Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in a seat at 5 a.m., you know.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but...
Really needed to flash back to that, apparently.
Yeah. Detective?
That totally contradicts the facts, sir. Sorry, I zoned out. That was just normal zoning out this time.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say,
not even the
this time
creatures.
it wasn't even anything, like, eldritch, it was just like, oh, I just actually just completely zoned out that time, my bad.
Yeah, that's my bad. I can't fucking reminisce about the one time that I was free.
Franziska?
Oh, I also zoned out. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter. But why would she lie about something like that?
Oh. I think the
Do not
only
read the
person
line
who
yet.
can answer that is Miss Meal herself.
I was gonna say, do not read the line yet. We need to finish the bit.
Yeah, we needed it to be continued here, game. I agree. There's really a good reason for that. Wake the fuck up, samurai! We've got a city to burn! Miss Meal. Miss Meal! Huh?
Oh my god.
Do you recall what you said earlier about when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhengfa?
Huh?
You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in a seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhengfa.
Oh?
Miss Cammy Meal!
Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did?
No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Meal.
But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time.
This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving the contradiction.
Very well. Miss Meal, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span from just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found.
Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth?
She's very happy about it.
I just love Among Us.
I love Among Us. I love the sussy imposter. Yeah.
She likes Among Us. She must be the killer.
From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self, and then that detective came by and I kissed him real quick, and then he left. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Detective! Why didn't you say anything?
I forgot. I'll be real.
I was sleep flying, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was sleep flying. I was sleep flying and sleep fucking kissing, I guess. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Didn't know about that one.
Miss Beale, wake up!
Maybe we were both sleeping. Wait, no, she remembers. Never mind. Her ass.
She fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her into the Shadow Realm.
A bottle.
Hold it!
Miss Beale, wake the fuck up, samurai!
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Franziska?
Sorry, I keep zoning out. Twitter is very...
I was going to say it's a lovely website, but that would just be a lie, wouldn't
No.
it?
Blue Sky is much lovelier.
I would never. I'm John. Miles
about to-
Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight this instant.
Were you about to say you're Jean Valjean?
What have I done, sweet Jesus, what have I done? Become a thief in the night, become a dog on the run. Have I fallen so far, is the hour so late, that nothing reminds... Fuck, I fucked up the
Reminds.
line.
It's fine.
Oh,
The cry
I was
might
doing
be-
good though.
You
That
were.
song's like hard.
It
But
is.
I'm good at it.
Oh. Winternet LP gets to do that. Yippee!
True.
Someone's cooking garlic
It is
bread.
no longer your responsibility.
Oh, well. It is still my problem.
It is.
Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use? An in-character use, even.
Hold it!
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge. Between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m.
Yeah, that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda.
Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time?
Eating and then having a most delicious dream.
You mean you were neglecting your duties?
No way! Sleepy's part of our job too, you know, and kissing detectives. Yeah.
Hold it!
Miss Beale, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake the fuck up, samurai! We have a city to burn!
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Hey, why'd you please, sir?
Because I'm a lesbian. She's hot.
Oh, what did I miss?
A poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash in your stead.
Really? Sorry about that.
You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. Do not kiss the detective again.
Please don't. I was asleep, man. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Like,
I agree.
genuinely.
Yeah. Oops. That wasn't even LeBlanc, that was me. So, you were alone the entire time, were you?
Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi.
Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped up to say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? No, I think I'm gonna let this one slide. Miss Beale! There's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m.
Is that when the refueling happened? Oh no, she said she saw the thing.
Now take a look at this eye open. Oh my god. Miss Meal!
Ugh, I just don't care. That should have worked. She said she was not there, and now she's saying she was.
I think that they're
I
focusing
always
on her saying she was alone.
Yeah,
I think there's something about Rhoda being there, probably.
probably.
Hold it! Miss Meal!
What are you talking about?
You!
Wait,
Brought
that
the.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Take that! I wonder if you would be so kind as to... Look,
Carefully at the court record. Don't you listen to Mia Fey?
it's not called the court record in this game, it's called the organizer. Minor speaking mistake, I win.
Uh,
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal.
Huh? A receipt? For what?
It's for the suitcase Miss Teniro bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Teniro!
Yes, I forgot. I didn't realize I was here.
I didn't either.
Where the fuck did you come from?
She used to be a shadow creature. She has abilities.
Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now.
That's what
You
I'm
think
saying,
you can lock
asshole.
up a former shadow creature? I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Listen to
Anything
that fucking
request of shadow
horn!
creature must be done, even those that aren't. Even those that aren't. What the fuck are you yapping about?
Now then, Miss Teniro, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which, I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Meal there at the time?
No.
So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Meal!
For real.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Huh? The bathroom?
I'll be the one to ask the questions here.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know?
Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true.
But it's the truth. Cross my heart.
I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
You don't believe me, do
I could
you?
use my powers to cross her heart.
True.
But please,
What I did to
will you
Gumshoe
give
to
me a
make it last
chance to
than
hear me
iron.
out?
Reason for sus.
Look, I know you're sus of me because I'm one of the crew, but you have to. I'm one of the crew. I'm not the imposter.
One of the crewmates.
Yeah. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? She could be the imposter. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know? She had both of those tasks. She had keycard and vending machine. If you ask me, that makes her super sus. I don't know. Did you just take a video of reality? What the fuck?
I saved it to my memory bank.
He's not a robot! That's Jello Apocalypse's video. We can't steal that.
You have no idea how hard
just
I've
kind
been
of what I
trying to
said.
not steal his bits.
Me too, genuinely.
I don't remember anything in that video because I haven't watched it in fucking years.
Well, it's 5 videos, but
Well, 5 videos, but like you get the point.
Well, it's
I
actually
haven't- I
only
haven't
2
watched
for the
it in a
first
while, I
game,
forgot about
but
that.
I have
It was the
like,
first game. 3
oh
for
my
yeah.
god.
No, it's 2 for the first, 5 for the second.
I hate those videos because like I'm pretty sure he is the reason why people think this game is bad, but also those videos are very fucking funny.
Oh, don't worry. I think this game is bad separately of those videos.
Awesome.
Those videos did not help, though.
Yeah, again though, he is very funny, so it's fine.
Oh, wait. Please leave Miss Teniro out of the conversation. Only you are under sus here, for now.
I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you got your eye on Miss Rhoda.
Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? Also, Shadow Creature recognizes me. I recognize Shadow Creature. It's like real recognizing real sort of thing, you know?
Never mind.
Except it's hard to tell what's real anymore. I'll say anymore, but it's hard to tell when you're a Shadow Creature.
Yeah, true.
Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of lied.
I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. This is why I dislike you.
Now's not the time for this sort of talk!
Yes, it is. Fuck you. Rebuttal.
It's Mungy Monday!
It's Sunday.
It's Sungy Sunday. It just doesn't sound as good.
Hold it!
Oh shit. Fuck.
No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statement regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies.
Ah, but I was the attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you?
Yes. I suppose that's true enough.
Hold it!
Making the smart decision to order food while on stream this time, so I'm not waiting as long.
Awesome. Banger decision. She is already being detained for further questioning, or have you already forgotten?
Oh, yeah, I guess I just forgot.
I mean, don't tell me you suspect me too.
Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it.
Can't believe you would think that of... I mean, me, a killer?
Miss Meal, what did you mean just now by no one else who could have done it? Also, Miss Teniro, the only thing killing here is your sense of aesthetic sense.
As in killing it as I'm killing it positively, or as in like...
Slash neg!
Alright, thank you for clarifying.
And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal?
I take care of the attendance room.
That doesn't count!
Ah, but I spent so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility.
Mr. Ashworth, Kemi is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Borginian. She is the only one in this flight who is fluent.
Oh, you mean that kind of one am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
What else could I have meant?
Yes, I'm really good at Borginian.
She's fluent in Borginian. Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian.
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian.
Very interesting. Well, I can't really present it there, but that means she's the one who did the... Oh, it's right here. That means, she's the one who forged this, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
The contradiction's so good, reality needs to disappear first.
Yeah. So, you are the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Virginia for a while.
I love that it won't let you progress the text until she's done with her waking up animation.
Interesting.
If that is the case, then the signature of this document belongs to you, doesn't it? We're into the fuck music now.
The fuck music.
This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. Leblanc's statue was loaded in Europe.
The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Meal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Alpharad statue could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you! I can't drain your energy if you're asleep.
I can't drain your energy if you don't have any.
Oh, she's hot. She's even hotter now. Holy shit.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
It's exactly as you say.
Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling?
No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation, after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper.
Really? All you did was sign it?
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So, sorry about that.
It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight.
Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have had a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. Information so top secret, I'm telling everybody about it.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
care anymore.
Literally, yeah.
And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring.
Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things in this plane for work purposes.
You're using your bubble beam attack. Unfortunately for you, I have water absorb as an ability. So,
does Krogan have water absorb? Hold on.
it can have dry skin. It can have dry skin. Dry skin does the
Alright.
same thing. So,
Alright.
Just the same
So-
thing, but funnier.
yeah, true.
It does do the same thing.
Unfortunately, I am weak to fire, but surely this will never come up again.
And you take damage in the sun.
Yes, this is why every case has taken place indoors or at night so far.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with the next one.
No. So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you saying, detective?
Can you not control what powers you absorb?
I can't. I absorb all of them.
All of them, no matter what, huh?
Be quiet or I'll use my
Sorry.
poison jab on you.
Alright.
What are you talking about?
I'm steel type. I'm immune.
Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now it's Miss Teniro who is under the microscope. It seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can.
You have no proof that Rhoda's being set up or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Teniro from the very beginning. Is it the suitcase? I feel like
Yeah,
it's
I
gotta
think
be the
so.
suitcase eventually.
I think so.
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Teniro for the murder. Miss Teniro buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. I told you I have dry skin. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon.
A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstance dictated the need for the killer to frame someone? Who the victim was, because he's an Interpol agent, probably. The killer was at a loss for what to do with Agent Hicks's body. But as it just so happened, there were a bunch of empty suitcases nearby. Being a skinny man, the killer thought to put his body in the suitcase and hand it off. You mean that the whole plan to frame someone was an elaborate coincidence? No, that's not what I said. You've wrongly deduced my meaning, Miss Meal. Oh my fucking god.
The one with the wrong deduction is you. Think before you speak again.
Well, maybe if Edgeworth said what I was actually fucking thinking. Patience, Franziska! I was about to reveal the truth! What special circumstance dedicated the need for the killer to frame someone? Oh, where the murder took place, because she had to get in here. The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age, because of 9/11. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Teniro or myself. Myself especially, because I definitely could have stopped 9/11. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Teniro or myself, but you, Miss Camille. Only you and you alone could be the killer. And? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Gotta bounce, chat. Hopefully the Alpharad statue mystery is solved. Forward Ariel. Very, very topical current Alpharad reference, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't know. I have not watched Alpharad.
Forward Ariel.
I know. I haven't watched that fucker in years. I don't give a shit.
This song! I don't remember this. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture. I need to even disable the Shadow Realm to come up with this one.
Holy shit. It's locked in.
Something that I still can't
Shadow
quite
Realm
fit
for
into the
this.
big picture. Is it a cell phone? I feel like we haven't presented this a single time.
You know when, yesterday? Last case, when I said that this game loves, when you accuse the killer, have all of the evidence line up, and then it keeps on going for, like, another 20 minutes. We're
Yeah.
at that part of the case.
Yeah. Take that! Back to reality. I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that?
In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Franziska, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least that's what you told me.
That's right.
But Agent Hicks's cell phone could not be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took the phone with them?
Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Come on, get serious. I assure you, I'm always serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Franziska, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not?
Of course I do.
God, you know what I just said about not wanting to copy Jello Apocalypse's bits?
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite ones in the line that just passed.
I can't remember it. What is it?
Your Franciscans, if you will.
True. I need to watch those again, I think.
they're good videos if sometimes when he's not calling the game bad for no reason, because he's like barely paying attention to them.
I mean, I just agree that the game's bad, so even that I'm on board with.
Fair enough, but he is like barely paying attention and he's blaming the game for it. It's like the Aaron Hansen problem.
Yeah. Detective? 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 I think I might have broken him on accident.
I hear clicking. Agent Hicks's phone's ringing somewhere, sir. Hold on. I need to connect different headphones. These ones are like making a mild staticky noise.
Wait, I'm also hearing a mild staticky noise.
Uh-oh. I'm not, so that might be me. One sec.
That's the Geiger counter somebody asked. I'm highly
rated. Can any of you hear a mild staticky noise?
Yeah.
Let me turn on monitor output on my microphone real quick.
It's happening even when your microphone is. I think it's coming from the game.
Is it coming from the game? Hold on, I'm gonna turn off stream audio.
It does sound like it's coming from the game, yeah.
Alright, I just turned off stream audio and it's gone.
Apparently chat couldn't hear it, which is good.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I assumed it was I assumed it was on my end because these headphones are like nearly broken and I have a replacement arriving tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't have a replacement arriving tomorrow.
It's probably just the stream on Discord. Like,
it's okay, when near the end of the case, I can survive.
Yeah. I hear it, detective. Now where...
The static? Fuck. Okay. If I had a line, I didn't see it because the stream froze on my end.
It didn't. Or you didn't, I mean, sorry.
Alright. The rain's coming from somewhere in here, sir.
Oh, we're... Sorry, we just lost a lot of frames very quickly. And it's dropping again. Okay, it looks like we're back.
We are so back.
We are so back. Alright. Can you take that again, Sylvia?
The ringing's coming from somewhere in here, sir.
Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it.
There is no stone here.
The ringing's coming from in here, sir. What? No, it can't be.
What, you thought you could escape?
Yeah.
This has got to be the victim's Pokédex. Just whose locker is this, sir?
It's Gary Oak's locker. He was the killer all along.
Holy shit.
It's Miss Tenero's.
What?
Why am I still here?
He really is just sitting in the corner. Like, he looks very awkward. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room. In Miss Tenero's locker.
What? But...
Rhoda Tenero! I am apparently too stupid to understand that this is very obviously she's being framed. I'm apparently very stupid and get duped very easily.
Even though you tried to pull that exact shit on me earlier, where you were like, "Oh, you can't fool me. I know that you probably just put something from your locker in hers to make it look like she stole it, and then the same thing happened again, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
I blame Miles Edgeworth. I think being next to him is making me stupid. It's not like an Eldritch being thing. He's just like that. He makes me stupid. That's what siblings are like.
That's actually so
Alright, well, I
true.
wouldn't know.
Holy shit.
The closest thing I have to siblings are my fellow shadow creatures, and I don't know if that counts in full.
They are your brothers and sisters in arms.
Alright, good to know.
You must return to them soon.
I wish I could. Please, sir. If I am innocent, can I?
Maybe.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I'll think about it.
Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Teniro right away.
Why do you keep opening that fucking folder, Edgeworth? Wait! I have a theory! A game theory! This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Teniro's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the keycard, alright? In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence.
I disagree. Sinatra also sings the truth. Fly me to the moon.
Yo, I love Evangelion, Edgeworth. How did you know?
What the fuck happens in Evangelion?
I'm not a weeb.
That's the end credits theme of Evangelion.
Really? That fucking
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah, it's peak.
It is.
Interesting.
I guess so.
That is the want birds we cannot ignore.
What should I do? Franziska's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
What now, Miles Edgeworth? Okay, I was starting to say what now before the line showed up.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, you
It's not over yet, for some fucking reason. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Power button. This must be the switch that opens the phone. No, wait, what?
Have you never had a phone like this?
No. I've had a flip phone, but... I'm sorry, I thought the front of it was the screen for some reason. I'm like... I don't know. I'm having a rough day. Yeah, there is a screen on it. Okay. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this.
I'll be honest, I don't remember what this is.
When did they start putting keyboards like these into cell phones?
Hey, this is one of those computer cell phones that they started selling recently.
Computer cell phone?
Isn't Ace Attorney set in the future relative to when it was released?
Look, they're using Nokias in 2016 in this series. You have to cut them some slack.
I think it started because, like, they took place in the future, but also this game, like, the first game was written in 2001. I don't think they could comprehend iPhones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they just committed to the bit after a while.
Yeah.
It's real. That's real, actually.
Detective?
I was distracted.
Yeah!
I saw
It's got a
reflection of
computer in
something
it.
called an iPhone. Yeah, it's got a computer in it and a cell phone. Neat, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? You're not taking it this time, motherfucker.
No. Can you say that again? Because that's really good and I want to be able to do a cutaway. But I can't if I'm talking over it. I want to be able to do that as a cutaway in editing, but I can't do that if I'm talking over it. Can you retake,
I
had a vision of an iPhone. I had a vision of the iPhone.
I had a vision of... I had a vision of something called an iPhone. Steve Jobs.
You mean Tim Apple, I believe. All you need in a phone is the phone part, nothing more. Me core.
This iPhone I saw, it had horrors. Guess you can't even send out email. Talk about low budget phones. No emails.
No texts or emails. I'm out of here. I like texting better. Do you have a problem with what I do and do not care for, detective?
Yes. No, sir. That was the demon. As they say, simple is best.
Time for your punishment, detective.
Of what?
Shadow creatures, get him.
Okay.
Can I join?
Got him.
Yes, you can join.
Cool. Hi, Douglas.
Douglas. That's
Hi,
Douglas.
Senna. Hi, Senna.
That's one of the shadow.
Well-known shadow creature.
Shadow creature.
So right now they're just kind of chasing Gumshoe around. I have a story related to this.
Did you get sent to the Shadow Realm and chased by the creatures, motherfucker?
No,
What the fuck
but
do you
it's
mean you have a story
reminding me.
related to
It's
this?
reminded me of something from middle school. We had a science teacher. He was like he was kind of cool, but he was kind of mean sometimes. But he gave every student a nickname. And I was Keithley Jr. because my older brother was Keithley, but I was also Crazy Legs and Noodle Arms.
Yeah.
But then that's not relevant. There was a student named Brody, and he would get in trouble a lot. So eventually he developed a punishment called the Brody treatment, where he would send kids out to the like big parking lot that was out behind the school and have them run around a few laps and then run all the way back. And they needed to run. And he would just do this to kids if they annoyed him. And he was just like, all right, Brody treatment, 3 laps now.
Holy shit.
And that's what's happening to Detective Gumshoe right now.
Interesting. Brody treatment for you, little shit.
I hope he still does the Brody treatment.
Please make sure that gets into the highlights.
I will if I can.
Yeah.
If I like skim over it, I will remember it.
Yeah. Never forgot. Brody treatment.
I'm glad that's out there now. Hopefully he never sees this,
Nice.
or else I'm gonna be subjected to Brody treatment.
What if he's the biggest Robin VA fan there is? And then he's just like, holy fuck, you were Keithley Jr.?
I have YouTube-related channels, or YouTube-related stories about that teacher as well, that I won't tell because it's getting scarily close to doxing people who I used to know.
Okay.
I'll tell you after stream,
Check
though.
your channel members list.
Ah, it's a camera lens! Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Franziska! I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures?
Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir.
3 laps Brody treatment, detective!
Yeah.
The stakes are a lot higher on the Brody treatment when you're being chased by the shadow creatures.
Yeah. I don't know how used is Gumshoe used to the shadow creatures at this point? Hard to tell.
He's used to them. I think he respects them, but he's also very afraid of them.
Yeah. Alright. Respect via fear.
Yeah.
This looks like a very
bingo
similar
highway.
model to my own. What a coincidence. And mine can take photos just fine.
Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case.
If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler.
But the phone's all busted up, sir.
Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. Yeah, nobody can repair a broken phone. Grr! I'll find a way, don't you worry about that! May I go back to sleep now?
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What? What do you mean by that, Franziska?
It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Get it? Franziska, your phone, if you please.
Very well.
Because you can't do it yourself.
What was the last thing I googled? Dog dicks?
What? What?
That's a ProZD bit, I promise.
Okay.
I promise I'm referencing something.
I hope so. I'm gonna take your word for it.
It's like my favorite ProZD bit. Hold on, I'm gonna find this and post it in general chat.
Okay. No, I think I know what you're talking about. Like, that's definitely a ProZD skit, but I'm like... that was just out of nowhere.
You really just said that.
ProZD said that.
Yeah,
Blame
ProZD said it
him.
first. Blame ProZD. Blame
I
ProZD.
blame you for repeating it. It's funnier if I blame you.
That's true. Oh my god. Okay, it's in general. One sec. We can take a quick break to do a ProZD reaction video.
Awesome.
Maybe. No, I don't want to open a YouTube link. It's gonna blow up my computer. But I will take your word for it. I think I've seen the video. It's just like... oh my god. Out of nowhere. Okay. Did you read this line already?
It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Detective? Detective?
Hold on. I'm sorry, I was watching the video in silence.
Detective?
Hey, the Alpha Rad is nowhere near this pic, sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Photoshop in like the shittiest fucking picture I can find of Jacob Alpharad in that.
Yeah.
But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Stop opening the damn folder!
I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Never mind, gumshoe line. She's right. There's not much we can find out about Agent Hicks' killer, sir.
Is this it? Is this it, boys? Is this war? Is this... what are we waiting for?
None of this is good. That's why it's called war.
That fucking line. Is there really nothing in this photo we can use? I think it's the bed sheets, right? I remember the bed sheets for some reason.
I'm gonna get a
No,
drink
the
real quick.
suitcase. The suitcase.
Hold on.
Yeah. The bed sheets are later. The fact that all of the suitcases are here in this photo is odd.
Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. So what exactly is so odd about suitcases that haven't been used yet being there?
Yes, well, I was only pointing out things that are different between now and then.
You know, off-topic ramblings that puts his attendant to sleep yet again, Miles Edgeworth. I guess it wasn't the suitcases.
I'll give Sleepyhead here a rude awakening, a deafening objection, and a contradiction. Boxes of bed sheets. These are still in the cargo hold, though. There's nothing unusual about them in particular, but I can't shake the feeling. If you're just playing around, mind if I go home? Yes, I mind! Brody treatment, 40 laps, now! Wow, she did it in her sleep. That's impressive.
Well, what the fuck is wrong with this lady?
I mean, this isn't what was here.
I guess I did. I guess I was sleep flying and walking and kissing.
True. What's all this?
Oh god, white plant.
Oh, they are cargo ship from Bulgaria to Zhangfa.
So, the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhangfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me about the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere.
One cluster of boxes is written in Bulgarian.
Shit.
It says blah, 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 blah.
Oh, no
It's
Gaster
Goth in English.
beatboxing.
It's not long enough for gas to beatboxing.
Okay. Cloth. Could it be?
Holy
Is
shit.
this where the killer?
What? What is it, that scary face?
I don't know, because Krogon can't learn that move. Miss Meal.
You lowered my speed by 2.
True.
Yes.
It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He
You're
left
only
us
now
with a
coming to
piece
this
of evidence,
conclusion?
after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is.
Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth.
The Borginian cargo in this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. The cloth again.
And what is that supposed to prove?
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. Good use of the word spilt, me. Thank you, me. Very good, me. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from, and where did it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Who the hell is Cotton Eye Joe?
He's one of the shadow creatures.
Right, right.
And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhangfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Cammy Meal.
Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Virginian.
Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature.
What?
There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then... Logically, the killer would have opened this box first, and that's the bed sheets, okay.
Take that!
Hey, it says bed sheets in English on the box, sir.
Precisely, and bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say?
So what are you trying to say?
That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first.
However, the killer chose to use some Bulgarian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The
Why
killer...
am I asking you?
I don't know why you're asking me. The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhangfa.
That's right. That is why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Cammy Meal. You and you alone. Ah! It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zhangfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. Grrr. So, what do you say, Miss Meal? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our... excuse me, investigation in Zhangfa? Voice crack. Very epic line read from me.
Bad timing there.
Yeah.
Ooh! No!
that's an impossible amount of O's to do in one breath.
He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble.
I see. You had Sans Undertale kill him for you. That's not as good as what I did, the 4-4 killers breakdown in the Apolojustice stream, so that's fine. I'll voice another killer eventually.
Yeah. God, you just reminded me of like the other Ace Attorney group streams I do. I'm really excited for when we get to Apolojustice because I want to voice that killer, and I love that breakdown so much.
Oh yeah, it's a great one. It's like that is maybe one of my favorite things I've ever voiced on stream.
It was really good. That is the one Ace Attorney game outside of this that I know, which this, as in I am learning it as I go because you are doing it.
If you want to voice a new killer, why don't you voice Quercus Alba?
As much as I genuinely would love to, I'm voicing Edgeworth, and he and Alba both talk a lot.
You know what? You make a great point. That would be half of the stream, would just be you talking.
Yeah, especially because my voice for Alba would be like this. Like, I would talk like this. This is not gonna be easy on the voice for, like, 12 4-hour streams.
Maybe I should take Alba.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyone can take him. It's up to who was there on stream at that time.
We will see.
Are we continuing this series into the second game, or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The second game is the one people like. I like them both, but
yeah, I think the second game's good, so...
People love the second game.
I'm literally only playing the first game to get to the second game.
Awesome. Anyways, Gerald Umatnik. Finished making all the arrangements to take in the suspect, sir.
Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that?
We're taking her down the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Never even approached the top, she just started foaming at the mouth. I think she got rabies. Well, scary, sir. Do you think that something got to her when she was doing the Brody treatment?
She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. Or to do the Brody treatment. One thing is for sure.
Rabies from it. Somebody bite her.
Douglas is at it again.
And apparently.
We need to get his rabies treated.
It was Rhoda. Genuinely.
One thing is for sure.
She just...
The ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Transformers?
Speaking of transforming, Mr. Edgeworth.
Optimus Prime? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
No, I just meant the general concept of transforming.
I got you confused for my old friend, Optimus Prime, Miss Teniro.
Oh, I remember him.
He's not a shadow creature.
So much I appreciate him. No, but with the frequent contact you make, I have been able to catch glimpses of him every now and then.
I
see. It has
see.
been quite a while, though. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you so much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
Truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
That's...
I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
No, I mean I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Edgeworth,
Thank you.
This is Edgeworth's women accepting arc.
Yeah.
He likes women now.
And then in the next case, he'll have to
Again,
come around on non-binary people because he says something
Oh,
about
don't
that in the
worry,
first
I have
stream.
a plan.
Okay, that's good.
Let's just say, Lang, they, them, Lang.
Oh, fuck
They,
yeah! I love that.
Yeah. We'll just continuously say them
Hell yeah.
like in the dialogue.
I'm ready
like
for
how
it.
we've replaced certain things with like Gerald and shit.
And only
thank you.
only Edward will say what's actually in the text.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll serve you well. Speaking of serving you well, I would like to make an application to return to being a shadow creature now.
I see.
That suitcase is my soul is in that suitcase. I would like to discard it and return home.
I see. Well, you'll have to put in your application. There's no guarantees. It's like a whole process.
I'm aware.
Thank you. I'll
know
keep
you're-
it in mind.
I know you're doing the bit. I know you're doing the bit from fucking Snapcube. I just don't know how to yes and that because I don't remember Tails' lines.
I think
was set to Jet.
Tails just says yeah.
I don't know what
Jet
that was.
says, "I'll put in my application," and then he leaves. And then Sonic
Oh, right, yeah.
Sonic says,
Shoot.
maybe he'll make it through the application process. I think he'd be a good add to our group. And then Tails says,
But also,
yeah.
but also, Jet, his application was denied.
Yeah, but that's later.
Yeah, Jet's application was denied.
Rhoda's
also,
won't be.
Rhoda's
Rhoda-
application. Yeah, Rhoda's application was the suitcase.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now I must bid you farewell for now. May your skies be, or may all your skies be blue, no matter where you go.
Right. Fuck Twitter.
Exactly. I've never even used Twitter. I just use Blue Sky as a secondary social media to my primary, which is Tumblr.
Tumblr is my
I can't believe we
secondary.
wound up investigating. What?
Tumblr is my secondary.
Yeah. I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy, was it fun.
I'm sorry, this just reminded me of another fucking Snapcube reference.
Oh no.
I can't believe we ate the whole thing!
No, I could.
I
I'm
know,
so
Sylvie.
tired. I could use a nap, Edgeworth.
Hey, gamers! Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. Just a day in the life, really. By the way, where's Franziska?
Oh, she's filing out some customs paperwork for her departure. She's
Departure?
also trying to see if she could finally break into the Shadow Realm.
Oh, she can't. Departure? Oh my god, do we have to repeat the ending scene from the second Ace Attorney game again?
No, just be back later.
Yeah. No, yeah, Miss Von Karma is going really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case.
Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier?
You got it, sir.
Cancel my Uber for me. Franziska?
I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chat.
Okay, can we speed this up? Here's another whip. What? Some shit about the prosecutor's path.
I'm fucking holding it.
Some
I'm not
shit about
quitting
the
anything.
prosecutor's path. Don't stop walking it, or else we'll never see each
Shut
other
up!
again.
Prosecutor's Path is the second game.
Oh. No, it's not. That's Prosecutor's Gambit.
Shut up.
I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am?
You are Franziska von Karma. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of it because he does say almost this
SAT.
exact line in Justice for All. You were a Von Karma.
This just made me think of the fucking thing.
I'm Shadow the
If you
Hedgehog.
haven't played in a while, yeah. Well, they'll just catch you up on what you did last time you played.
I'm
so you know what the fuck's
Franziska.
going on.
Franziska von Karma. There was a murder on the plane, and Edgeworth did it.
No,
You-
I didn't. What the
No,
fuck are you
you
talking
know,
about? We just
you
proved
know,
that.
I'm going to actually make an edit of that in the video.
Go ahead.
Good.
Ugh. You are Franziska von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect.
Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing peer.
What?
What the fuck?
Pierrot?
Huh?
Pierrot?
Pere?
I'm French now, like we established. I'm Jean Valjean.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good
A
callback.
dancing Pierrot living her life on the name and fame of her invincible father, Built.
Oops. Jean Valjean's father was poor, though. True, your father, Manfred von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. I did create him, after all.
What's he
That
talking
is,
about?
you know.
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Well, you know, well,
The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver even, of the big picture.
Sliver the Hedgehog.
That's
Sounds
not
like
how you spell sliver. Wait, what? That wasn't how you spell sliver.
Yes, it is. What do you mean?
Sliver is with a TH.
Oh,
what?
sliver is a different word.
What?
It's like a sliver of wood. It's like a tiny piece of wood that like hangs off of a bigger board
Okay.
or something.
I'm learning things today. Holy shit.
Yes.
This game is awesome.
Slither is what a snake does.
It's educational. How have you not assessed this in all of your time playing this game?
That's awesome, I think. Sounds like a dangerous assignment full of snakes.
And new
You
words
really don't
that
have to
didn't know
worry. I can
before.
take care of myself.
But can you take care of my pet python?
I have a whip.
You think that's gonna stop a python? A python can open a door.
I'll use the python like the snake in Mother 3.
Oh,
Real.
I see. You'll use him as a rope snake. My pet. Awesome. Colon 3 moment. You're right, Spud.
Yeah, what Lucas does in Smash. What Lucas does in Smash because the snake is, I think, Dusters. I haven't played Mother 3 in a while.
Yes, I suppose you can.
Plus, there is another agent on this case with me. Maybe you'll meet them next.
Oh, another
case.
agent.
They're a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rates. Who knows? You may even run into them one day.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why I would cross paths with him.
You fucking added a pronoun to that line. Oh my god.
We had to start the bit early.
True.
Yeah, start the bit early.
I suppose. But I doubt he would say this. Fuck. No.
Why are you correcting yourself?
But I doubt they would say the same.
I'm not following you.
You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth.
This whole game is actually Franziska trying to get Edgeworth to accept non-binary people. She organized everything.
God.
5 cases.
Oh wait. Oh, so, but this is second. Next one is third, and then fourth and fifth are the ones that go back to taking place after the first.
Fourth is a flashback. It's another flashback,
Fourth is
technically.
another fucking flashback. Okay. Is it a separate flashback or a continuation of this flashback?
The fourth case is a separate flashback.
Oh, what is wrong with this game?
I know, right?
P. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full. In 1 million cents. Euro cents.
That's like $1,000.
Oh my god, Gumshoe's better theme.
Yeah, that plays like 4 times in this game.
And just like
So
that,
good.
she's gone, huh, sir? I had that. I was muted for a second. Thank goodness I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for a whip.
Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation.
I feel like if I read that line, I'm gonna be killed.
Read
That
it,
was nice,
detective.
sir. I'm just happy to be able to work with you again.
You're not allowed to be happy, detective. Brody treatment, 500 laps.
Oh fuck, where's my soundboard?
Senna is really on his ass this time.
I like to imagine that every time they're in the Brody treatment, it's a chain attack, and Senna's just using her tail.
True.
Interesting.
Uh.
I didn't realize Senna was a shadow creature. I thought that was supposed to be Douglas.
Well, no, Douglas is there too. He can't move though. He's a statue.
Douglas is there too. That is true.
Which is weird because he's always the one to catch Gumshoe.
Yeah. What's the one thing that Gumshoe was saying in the first case where it's like he always goes before the right when the gun is shot or something, but he keeps getting caught and losing even if he goes first because he's breaking the fucking.
Oh yeah, no, when the fucking flare gun goes off in a race, he starts going before they fire and then doesn't understand why he loses.
Yeah, it's that. It's like that. It's like
True.
that, but because he broke the rules, he ends up going back in a circle and ending up right back at Douglas.
True. Detective?
Sorry, I was distracted. I was reminiscing.
About the Brody treatment that you just performed.
Yeah, I don't know why I said reminiscing. Remembering. That's the word. It's hard to remember words sometimes when, no. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight.
Salt and ramen?
Yes?
Just how much did you cut his salary by, Franziska? I don't know why I said that, like that's weird. That's literally a character thing in the next game. Well, not the next game, the game before this, technically. Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office.
Good thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want.
Detective, you've done quite enough flying in the past few days. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. You've already gotten in a car accident and developed severe head trauma as a result. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. It was Donald Trump. Hello,
Oh, no.
It's me, Donald Trump. I'm a big fan of Cassius Alba. He's a great person. Great for our country. Wonderful, wonderful man.
I don't make the sound until you stop.
Now that Amano fellow, big fan. He was a friend of my father. My father, Amano gave me a small loan when I was.
What's the matter, trainer?
My
you
ears hurt. Jesus Christ.
Are you done? Are you done?
Now Lance Amano, his son, the kid. Quite frankly, I don't think the kid has it in him. I don't think he can live up to his father. I told his father this, and he said to me, and I'll never forget this. That's what he said to me. He said, Von Karma scream, not wave.
What's the matter, trainer?
And I said in response to him, what's the matter, trainer?
I can't fucking breathe.
And the players on the other side of this war, the Republican Party, they would begin to make themselves known throughout the next incident.
Of their own candidate.
Edward speaking.
Oh, this is a case 3 character.
Sure, I'll take it.
Finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through.
And
That's my
you're a
first
friend
episode
of Donald
about that.
Trump, are you?
Oh, yes, we go way back. Have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy?
Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano, correct?
Ah, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles.
Somebody got shot.
Someone shot at him. My friend Donald.
son. He's been kidnapped.
This is not the bit we're doing next stream.
It-
I'm not.
They have
I'm
to
not.
be.
No.
We'll see. We'll see.
We're not doing that bit. It will get tiring for me very fast.
It will get tiring for me. I don't get tired ever. Oh, I got awarded Turnabout Airline. Goodbye, Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia just dropped. I also need to go. I am hungry and my dinner will be arriving any minute. Be sure to tell us the story about what's his fucking name who did the Brody treatment in general chat after the stream.
That's true. Next
Bye,
stream.
chat.
Next stream is the start of the worst case, but at least it is also the stream that has the funniest image in this game.
Yeah. Bye chat. This is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Alright, Donald Trump is gone, Sylvia. There's nothing he can do to hurt you anymore.
Did Astrid leave right while right when
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
that?
She has to go get her dinner and eat. She's hungry.
Oh, okay. Alright. The stream's still going or not?
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Tell me when it's done.
Time dilation in the Shadow Realm. True.
Time dilation.
I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to link this on Tumblr when I joined. So I did repost the announcement you made about it on Blue Sky. Now that you have that.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about it. Okay. Thanks for showing up, chat. What if you gave him a JFK voice? I don't.
Wait, who?
I don't know how to do a
Wait,
JFK voice.
Who's
I don't
giving
think.
a JFK voice?
Ernest Amato, maybe? I don't know.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedy.
Don't.
I don't know how to do it. Get close.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That's Bill Clinton, but
I'm going to kill myself.
You are going to die in 5 minutes.
That's not what I said. I said I'm going to kill.
Yeah, don't do that. I was just quoting Snapcube again. Because I can't not.
I know you were.
That's my favorite. That might be my favorite Snapcube Eggman line ever.
Yeah.
It's just so out of nowhere. You will die in 5
You are going
minutes.
to die in 5 minutes. I've quoted that a lot.
Yeah. I quote that a lot too. I didn't realize where it was from until I rewatched that dub though. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of my for a period of time. That was one of my fucking 8-ball words that I just say when I don't know when I don't have a lot to say.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot.
I miss her a lot.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Hello. I'm Tails from Sonic and the Black Knight.
Huh?
That's not a Snapcube dub. That's a reset dub.
Is that redub? A reset, yeah.
Oh yeah. Hello. The Chaos Emeralds. Okay.
Interesting.
That we did discuss that
A lot
bit
of
before
presidential
recording that,
impressions today.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, Jack. I don't know what's wrong with me, Jack. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Burns. I don't know The Simpsons well enough to do a Mr. Burns voice. That is The Simpsons, right? I don't fucking know anymore. I can do Peter Griffin. Meh, 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 meh.
You really just flipped that on like a switch.
Meh. Hey,
Just
Lois.
manifested.
Hey, Lois. This is the voice that Mr. Grossberg has, Lois. Meh. This reminds me of the time when I asked Marvin Grossberg to represent me in court.
Peter?
Why can
Oh,
you do
shit.
Lois? Why can you do Lois? Oh no. Oh no.
We have to do an improvised Family Guy episode.
We have to do Family Guy fan. I'll join the reset crew just to
Yeah,
do that.
Freedom to Family Guy!
Is there a Family Guy movie yet?
There's like the Star Wars ones.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. I need to stop before I actually consider making Family Guy redubbed. Thanks for showing up to stream if you did. If you've been here from the very beginning, thank you even more. I'm gonna fuck off. We will be back next Saturday with case 3, the worst case in the game, but not the most boring. That's what this
Awesome.
case was.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay. See you later, chat.
Yeah.